criminals are really, really bold, and we've all seen the stories. They'll take the packages right off the front doorstep. They don't care if you have a camera there. They're going to take them in broad daylight often. We call those porch pirates. There's a lot of ways you can avoid this. The best one is, be home when a package is delivered. But if you can't...
We all love talking about Christmas, but there's another part of Christmas that I think we need to be aware of. And this is especially important as we head into the holiday season. And not just the holiday season, but beyond that. My friend Jim Flaherty, he's the communications director for AARP, joins me on the podcast. Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Yeah, to you too. Thanks for having me in the studio.
It's something that, we don't want to have to think about, but it's sort of this reality now that we live in. All these crazy things are happening. So I wanted to kind of run through this great idea that you had as you sort of present the idea of what these are, how we respond, how we protect ourselves, the 12 scams of Christmas. Let's sort of start with the like one of the big one, because we're all using Amazon now to order our Christmas gifts. It's called the Amazon imposter scam.
Yeah, and this, like you said, this is the dark side of the holidays. Nobody wants to talk about scams, but scammers, this is their heyday. They take advantage of people's generosity. You're in a giving spirit. Scammers know that. That's why we're offering these tips. So, here's some common scams to expect over the holidays. Amazon, false membership renewal messages are trending. So
I've gotten one of these.
Yeah. So you'll get a notice saying, your membership is due. It's going to expire. Please take some. And it looks legit. The criminals are looking for websites for you to share your payment information. What you want to do when you're renewing a membership or dealing with a suspicious charge from a retailer, go directly to their official website or customer service lines. Do not rely on, strange links or phone numbers that are sent to you. Those are scams. So be on the lookout for that.
This one's big. We all talk about Christmas presents, right? Or presents for the holidays. Well, those presents start with a package delivery. I just got one of these, a fake one, that I've gotten a couple times now. Package delivery scams, often with this text thing, which is what I got. Let's kind of walk through this, because this is a really big one that's happening right now.
This is just about everybody I know has gotten one of these. It claims to be from the Postal Service, UPS, or FedEx. It'll include a link to a website. They want you to click there and then give your personal information or pay a postage or delivery fee. Listen, don't click those links. Don't click them. Don't follow through. It's a scam. If there's an issue with a package you've ordered, hang up, ignore the text, go directly to the retailer that you ordered it from, go to their website, call their phone number, or go to the store. Check it out for yourself, because it's almost for sure a scam.
It's sort of like the phrase, always go to the source, right?
Exactly.
Go to the place where you actually ordered it from, so you're not going through these other channels. 9 times out of 10, and I'm just speaking extemporaneously, 9 times out of 10 they're not going to be real. Maybe even more than that. Maybe 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
The other thing that this disappoints me, because I'm involved in numerous charities. I work on behalf of different organizations. And this is the time of year, of course, where people are sort of making their donations for the year. They're certainly trying to be more generous during the holidays. And it's all part of this umbrella of the fake charity scams. Explain what that is.
You hit it right on the head. People are very generous at the end of the year. They're in a giving mood. That aligns perfectly with what scammers' motivations are, which is to separate you from your cash. So here's the deal. Legitimate charities do make a push at the end of the year for last-minute donations, and scammers know this, and so they make their own push to try to line their pockets with your money. It's very easy to avoid these fake charity scams. I'm going to give you a couple of websites that you can research sites. There's something called charitynavigator.org, charitynavigator, all one word, .org, charitywatch.org, again, charitywatch, one word, .org, or give.org. give.org. Make sure that it's a legitimate charity. All of these vet the different charities to make sure which ones are real, which ones aren't, and then find out what percentage of their donations are actually used to serve the mission.
That's a big one, because a lot of people are surprised sometimes when they donate, and it may seem legit, and it may even be, they may do some great work, but when you see these big percentages of what they spend on administrative costs or other things, in opposition to what they're supposed to be doing with that money, that's a sort of a warning sign and a red flag.
Absolutely.
Another big one. My daughter, Chrissy, was just scammed by this. Gift card scams. Talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so gift card scams are extremely popular and they're very concerning. This is an easy one to avoid. If you're in a store and you see gift cards that are out in the aisle away from the cashier, don't buy those. Buy the gift cards that are behind the cashier because those are more secure. What the scammers do is they'll see the cards in the aisle, take a photo of the number on the back, sit back, wait for the card to be activated, and then drain the money right out of those gift cards. So the other thing about gift cards is scammers want to use those for payment. So if anyone asks you to pay for anything with a prepaid gift card, that is a scam. Cut off communication immediately.
There's so many news stories about people being preyed on like this. They won't. Most organizations will not ask you to pay by gift.
They will not. They will
not going to do that.
Nope. It's a scam.
This one kind of hurts my feelings because we all love our pets, right? We love our dogs and our cats and all the other stuff that we collect in our homes. But there's pet scams going around, Jim. This is crazy to me.
Who doesn't want to give their loved one the perfect holiday gift of a pet? You know, kids get excited, parents get excited. You know, we're going to get a pet for Christmas. Yay. Okay, once again, scammers are plugged into this desire. And, you know, you want to create a memory, but scammers, what they'll do is they'll copy pet photos from websites, and then they'll reach out to you and try to tug at your heartstrings. It's really quite pathetic. What you want to do to avoid pet scams, shop locally for your pet. Go to your Humane Society or wherever pet store you have. Meet the breeder in person or tour the facility so that you know it is legit. A seller that invents reasons why you can't pick up the pet in person or see the pet before you make the purchase, that is a scam.
Yeah, when you see these roadblocks, like we can't do it now, or we can't let you do this at this opportunity, we can't get that location and make that available to you, those are all red flags as well. This one, we talk about romance, and I don't know if it's a holiday thing, but it's a year-round thing, and so many things happen online now. There are actually romance scams, Jim, that are taking place that also people need to be aware of.
You know, all these scams, Steve, people say, well, it couldn't happen to me. Well, guess what? All of these scams can happen to you. People are lonely over the holidays. They're reaching out.
Jim, looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah, looking for love in too many faces, right? But you know, criminals put a new twist on romance. You know, what they want to do is try to lure you in. They'll establish a relationship with you or online, and then they'll keep making promises that they're going to, let's meet up in person. But then they always have an excuse why they don't do that. And what they're going to try to do is get you to ship them some money, some crypto investment scheme, or send me some money so I can fly out to meet you. You got to watch these texts and block the number. Don't respond. If someone you know only online tells you they're making money and you can invest in their offer, this is a scam. And I'm sorry that folks are lonely over the holidays, but be on the lookout for these romance scams because the people you're meeting online are not real.
We talked earlier about packages and the importance of that at this time of year, but this is a year-round problem, and it has to do with porch pirates. Describe what that is and then what we do with it.
Yeah, there was just a story on the news a couple nights ago about, I think it was San Diego, where they were stealing those big, huge inflatable Santas from right off people's porches. The criminals are really, really bold, and we've all seen the stories. They'll take the packages right off the front doorstep. They don't care if you have a camera there. They're going to take them in broad daylight often. We call those porch pirates. There's a lot of ways you can avoid this. You know, the best one is, be home when a package is delivered. But if you can't, see if you can, the packages can be held by the shipper in a nearby location, possibly a neighbor that you trust, or place them in a secure location on your property, or delivered to a UPS or Amazon Dropbox. Anything is better than letting a valuable thing just sit on your doorstep.
Yeah, and anybody who's ordered on Amazon or any of the online sites know that they tell you when the delivery date is. So if you can be around that day, not always possible, but sometimes, or you can have a neighbor be alerted. You can prevent something like this from happening. We're kind of weaving through unfortunately, the 12 scams of Christmas in advance of the holiday season. This one I really wasn't familiar with, but it's celebrity imposter scams. What are those?
Well, this is all kind of rolled into the artificial intelligence. AI is getting way, way better at mimicking people, mimicking voices, mimicking faces. Artificial intelligence allows criminals to make scams more realistic by creating creating deep fake videos. With this technology, criminals can create videos that look and sound like a celebrity is asking you to take an action, but it's computer generated. You've got to understand, celebrities aren't reaching out to you. When it comes to your favorite celebrities, recognize that it's an offer to connect with you. It's a scam, and just don't do it.
Yeah, that's a wild one because we see these deepfake videos. They're so authentic. I saw one with Tom Cruise recently. It looked and sounded like Tom Cruise. He's not going to ask you for money.
He sure is not.
He's not going to do that. This one's big because we all have a relationship with our financial institutions and banks specifically, or credit unions. There's a lot of stuff going on where they're pretending, these scammers, that they're representing that financial institution. They're probably not going to reach out to you in that way. Is that the kind of way to look at it?
That's right. And this actually happened to me. And they're scared. They're trying to create a world of fear that you take a quick action. So scammers will pose as fraud investigators from your bank. They'll send you a text about some suspicious activity on your account, claim that your account is compromised and you've got to move money to protect it. They seem credible because they're using information about you that they got from data breaches or hacked or from your social media. Just hang up and call your bank immediately and use a trusted number that you know from the bank, from a recent statement, or log into your account because it's a scam.
Yeah, another good tip, and I talked to my financial institution about this, is you can go online on their app and look at all your transactions. That's something you should get in the habit of doing. Make sure that what you're actually doing, you're transacting your dollars, is actually what's happening with your financial institution. So if there's something that doesn't seem right, contact them directly or walk right into the bank that you work with.
That's exactly right.
All right, utility turnoffs. This is another scam. Utilities are all over this. They're telling people to be very, very careful, especially when it got colder out. People were turning their furnaces back on. Utility bills go up. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of urgency on this one.
Again, playing off your fear. It's December in Wisconsin. It's cold. People are afraid that their utilities might get cut off. They create a sense of urgency. Act quick and pay the alleged balance due, or we're going to cut yourself off. If someone calls to be claiming from a utility company, hang up, call your actual utility company, see if there's a problem with your account. No company is going to seek immediate payment. And here's the number one thing. Utilities in Wisconsin are not allowed to shut off service between November and March.
Yeah, let's reinforce that. They cannot, during the cold winter months, November to March, shut off your furnace or your power.
Correct. They're not allowed to do that, so that's a scam.
All right, this holiday scam makes me sad. Grandparent scam. What's that?
Criminals know that fear, again, is the best motivator. All of this stuff we're talking about is based on creating fear. Nothing drives fear more than a loved one in trouble. So someone calls claiming to be your grandchild, or an authority figure calls to say your grandkid's in trouble and needs money immediately. This is a scam. Hang up the phone, call your grandchild or a family member who would know where this person is. Find out if it's real. If they do need money, yeah, send them money if you need to. I'm not saying every call from a grandchild is fake, but find out for yourself if it's real, because generally these are fake.
Yes, and again, the live communication with your family members, whether it's a parent or a sibling or uncle or an aunt, they will tell you if it's real or not. And if it's real, the family will probably be involved with that.
That's right.
All right, finally, this one preys on people too. Weight loss scams. Everybody wants to lose weight, especially during the holidays, right?
Everybody,
all that food.
Everybody wants to lose weight, and the scammers know that too. And so bogus diet products and programs, these are actually first among the healthcare scams. While there are legitimate diet and weight loss programs out there, a lot of them are scams. They'll claim that you can eat as much as you want and still lose weight. That doesn't happen. Some will encourage you to sign up for a free trial, but when you read the fine print, they automatically opt you into getting charged for their products. Just read everything before you make a move.
The 12 scams of Christmas. Jim Flaherty spent the last 15 minutes with me talking about these things. He's communications director for AARP. A couple of things. One, if you think there's a scam, you can stop a scam. That if it's almost like to see something, say something. Where can folks learn more about it?
Yeah, AARP has a fantastic website. It's called aarp.org/fraudwatchnetwork, and that's all one word, aarp.org/fraudwatchnetwork. You can report a scam, you can find out about local scams, and you can learn how to protect yourself.
And real quick, Jim, tell me about AARP. Great organization, doing great work like the 12 scams of Christmas, letting people know there's risk out there and you can do something about about it on your own or with your family's help. Tell me about AARP real quick.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you for saying that. And we do have lots of programs. AARP helps people fill out taxes for free. Our tax aid program, we do driver safety. We have fraud awareness, which we're talking about today. We advocate on behalf of seniors for issues that impact folks like caregiving or Social Security protection. We are nonpartisan, so we don't back any candidates, but we do get behind issues that we think will help all of us age with dignity and grace.
That's why people love AARP, why it's such a popular organization. And I appreciate the good work, especially sort of making this a Christmas-themed look at some of the ways that people can be scammed. The 12 Scams of Christmas on the Scaffidilogy podcast as we head into the holiday season. Be careful out there. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, thank you.